obviously the interest rate environment is keeping people on their toes, and any kind of meaningful change, is going to affect the ability to receive financing and to continue to scale.
We're here at Uncharted in Southampton, New York, talking to founders and funders all about the investing landscape and what really is ahead. And I'm pleased now to be joined by Ryan Rosegarten. He's the Senior Wealth Strategy Associate at UBS. Ryan, welcome.
Thank you so much.
What brings you to Uncharted today?
Yeah, so UBS is one of the main sponsors for Uncharted, and it's really to support the founder community, to support entrepreneurs in this process of building and scaling their business, and UBS really wants to be one of the preeminent resources for that community. So that's why we're here today.
It is a strong community, certainly based on the showing that we've seen here. What do you do in your role when it comes to working with entrepreneurs and founders?
Yeah, so for our work with entrepreneurs, it's really to help them above and beyond their business work on the personal side of things. So helping with financial planning, portfolio construction, asset management as it relates to any of the assets they've accumulated from their business. So it's really more of a holistic top-down approach where we take into consideration their business, but how's it going to affect the day-to-day of their personal lives, their families, and so on.
What are some of the trends that you're seeing right now in the space?
Yeah, specifically in the space, what we're seeing is there's a really big interest in financial planning, really getting an understanding of what are the impacts of building a business on my personal wealth. And as it relates specifically to entrepreneurs, it's such a volatile industry. You don't really know how the business is ultimately going to pan out. The hope is really well, but you have to hope for the best and plan for the worst. So, it's really financial planning and being a sounding board for those individuals.
What are some of the biggest questions that they have when they come to your office?
So a lot of the big questions are, so much of their net worth is tied up in their business. They've committed their lives to really, building and growing this one piece. So, how can they diversify and not just solely be focused on their business? What else do they need to do to kind of de-risk themselves from solely investing in this one entity? So a lot of it has to do with, like I mentioned, financial planning, to get a sense of what are the dials that need to be turned in order for me to achieve my goals above and beyond just investing in my business.
Do market dynamics and the environment, considering interest rates and, of course, equity prices, impact some of their decisions or even questions that they have for you?
Absolutely. Obviously the interest rate environment is keeping people on their toes, and any kind of meaningful change, is going to affect the ability to receive financing and to continue to scale. So we're constantly having conversations about market impact, not only on the interest rate side, but like you mentioned, a stock portfolio, making sure that the risks are managed above and beyond all the risk that's taken with building and growing a business.
Yeah. Any success stories that you can share?
Yeah, we're constantly working with, young entrepreneurs, whether it's, the beginning stages or they're at the potential point of selling their business. And, from a success standpoint, I just love being a part of their journey. And like I mentioned, being that sounding board and really, hearing what makes them tick. And at the end of the day, those success stories are getting in with clients when they had an idea for a business to ultimately, monetizing and seeing the rewards from selling it. So, as a member of a financial advisor team, because we're both on the business and personal side, we kind of see it all.
Yeah. Is there an average timeline that you work with some of your clients on in terms of, with the current market as it is, what they can expect to take, when they can expect to take a company public, for instance?
Yeah, so, obviously every business is different, every industry is different. So I think, depending on what stage they're at in building that business, some people have aspirations of, a consolidation or just continuing to scale to the point that they can't anymore. Some are looking to build something and just, get out and move on to the next venture. So it really is on an individual basis. But our job is to help give our guidance, give our opinion as it relates to what might be the right time to do that.
Great. And what do you hope to take away from today?
I hope to, continue to build great relationships, meet new people, learn more stories about, founders and how they've built their business. It's really an inspiring community here, and I look forward to many more of these in the years to come.
Yes, it's been a wonderful day indeed. Ryan Rosegarten, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks so much, Kristen.
Here at Uncharted.
Thank you.